Hey y'all, I am here with a quick update today. Update, there you go. Just have a lot that's been going on, and one of the things that I struggle with in life as an aspiring content creator, not even that, just as a human in general who loves YouTube and wants to document her life on YouTube, especially her life abroad, is that I struggle with like planning. I don't even think planning is the right word. It's like I overcomplicate things in my head, and I really just want this channel to be a video diary, but I still can't get myself to make videos every day because I worry about like the quality being too low and people getting upset. So that's why, especially those of you who have come from my other channel, I think you're pretty aware of at least a small percentage of the passion I have for why I created this channel and what I really want to do with it long term. And despite that, I haven't really been able to make videos. That's because I have this crippling issue with overthinking and worrying about what other people are going to think. But today I'm doing my best to set that aside and just come in with a quick video update about what's going on in my life. And because if I don't make it now, it may never get made. I say may, but the answer is will. It will never be made. So that update. It's currently, we're entering the last third of March. I think today is March 19th. And as many of you know, this is my last month on the MEXT scholarship. This is, I guess, officially my last month as a MEXT scholar or a MEXT scholarship recipient. After March 31st, so I guess April 1st will be my first day living here in Japan without official funding from Monbu Kagakusho, so MEXT. And because of that, as you can imagine, my life has been in chaos. There's a lot of things that need to be done, or there's a lot of decisions that need to be made. And each of those decisions is quite large. So the very first decision that I was struggling with for the past however many weeks is obviously, am I going to stay here or not, right? So in an ideal world, what happens is that when your MEXT scholarship ends, so if you're a PhD student, that would be the third year of your PhD, you would obviously graduate with a PhD and then you'd be done. So then you can decide from there, right? Obviously, MEXT, what they want is they want you to return back to your home country so that then you can be kind of like a really special ambassador, like a cultural ambassador between Japan and whatever your home country is, right? That's like the main goal that MEXT has. They want to foster good relationships with between Japan and the various countries of the world through us, right? Through MEXT scholars. And it's really long-term goal for facilitating like peace and good relations, right? It's excellent. But obviously, many of us who come here do not decide to go home. I say obviously, but actually it's not very obvious. It's not obvious to me until I'd been here for many years and started asking questions, and I found out a lot of people who are MEXT scholars actually do end up staying. I'm not going to say whether or not that's correct. That's not what I'm here to tell you. I'm just going to tell you the facts. Not every MEXT scholar does go home. That's all. And so me, as a person who obviously loves living here, I love Japan so much. And despite all of the strife and struggles you have to deal with living here as a foreigner, it still hasn't been enough of a deterrent for me to want to go home now, right? Like long term. And so I've been struggling with the decision for a really long time. Like, okay, the scholarship ends. Am I going to go home? Am I going to stay? And then after that, I have to decide, okay, well, if I stay, like, what are my options, right? And so there's lots of options since I'm not graduating. Either one, I drop out and I look for a job, or two, I can continue trying to go for my PhD, which is the much more complicated and expensive option. And yeah, and then outside of that, there are other options apparently, or even like within those two options, again, obviously you have a whole slew of other choices that will need to be made depending on which path you choose. And so I've just been in this like paralyzed state of just too much happening, too many choices, enormous choices, not feeling like I am prepared to make them. I don't have anything in place to make an easy choice. And even on top of that, there's still so much that I don't know, right? These are just the options that come to mind quickest because either I have friends who have gone down one of these routes, or one of my friends is telling me, like, these are the options, or, you know, what I've heard just from people living here for 6 years, just this is all I'm aware of, right? So, of course, I'm sure there's other options, but I don't know of them, and yeah, they're not top of mind for me right now. So I've been struggling with that, and of course, these aren't decisions that you can just like dilly-dally and take your time to make, because depending on what you choose, or whichever way you choose, like there's procedures that need to be done, right? It's not like I'm at home and I can just stay wherever I am indefinitely as long as I have the support of like a family or finances. Being in Japan, like as a foreigner, you have to deal with very time limited legal issues, right? Visa issues. And you have to do certain procedures that need to be done by certain dates so that your visa stays valid and you don't end up becoming an illegal alien and like all this stuff. There's so much bad that will happen if you don't do things correctly or according to the timeline that the government has set. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of time to just make these decisions. And so that's been like yoke na storesu, like extra stress on top of the stress of my daily life, which is enormous. Another reason why I don't make videos. I'm just on the day to day, I'm drowning in my own life. And yeah, we're not going to get too deep into that right now, but that does remind me of something though. Please leave a comment down below, because obviously I mentioned briefly that I really struggle with this kind of, like, I get in my own way for making videos. And although I want this channel to be my own personal diary, I know that taking what you guys want to see into consideration is a huge part of doing YouTube in this day and age. So if you could let me know your thoughts down below. At least while I'm in school, I want to make videos obviously documenting my experience, but while I'm in school, like editing is not a thing that I can really give time to. That's just like the reality of the situation. I hope that this channel will last for as long as my journey in Japan lasts. And so after I graduate and my life becomes more, like the stress levels in my life tone down to a much more like sustainable level, I'll be able to improve the kind of videos you guys want to see, you know, the fun, really exciting edits, and like everything's colorful, and I'm doing like ridiculous things out in the street with a high quality camera and like, you know, face beat. Like, I hope those days will come one day, but like realistically, those days are not coming while I'm a student. It's just not a thing that's possible. So I'm wondering if even in that time, if you guys would be okay with, you know, sticking with me on this journey while my videos are low budget, while they're just me talking to my Mac in my room, in my house, just telling you about the realities of my life here as an international student in Japan for now, right? And then when I graduate, who knows where I'm going to go. But if I stay, then, hearing about my journeys as a whatever I become afterward, like whether that's a full-time, I won't become a Saturday woman, but who knows, right? Getting a job in Japan, finally fulfilling like my dreams in Japan, vlogging and, learning Japanese and just living my best life here. To me, this is a very long marathon that I'd like to run. It's not a sprint for 1 year. So if you guys would be willing to, just listen to the ramblings of my daily life to get an idea, like a really accurate representation of what it's really like here for me, living in Japan, and you're okay with the low budget videos, the low quality, just talking head videos as I tell you my thoughts, then I would really appreciate it if you tell me in the comments down below that you're totally okay with these kind of videos and that they're still insightful to you. They give you some sort of like positivity or something interesting you can learn from them. That would mean a lot to me because, once again, the main reason I'm not posting videos at all is because I fear that you guys will be like turned off by the fact they're not exciting. And yeah, I'm not too sure how many people are interested in this kind of content. So if that is you, let me know down below. Even if it's not you, still let me know down below because right now just getting all your opinions and kind of seeing the ratio of what my audience is like is helpful. So obviously, if you guys are okay with this kind of style of video, I would be happy to start making at least like weekly updates of what's going on in my life. In terms of like reality, not the like exciting vlog stuff, which will hopefully come one day. But for now, it's more like, oh, this is the stuff that's going on in my lab. That I had to go to the ward office today to register my this and that. And like when I move, these are the kind of documents I needed. And just like, this is happening at the down the street, or this parade's going on, the Matsuri's happening next month. Just stuff that comes with living in Japan, or in particularly Kyoto, just on the day-to-day. I would be so happy to share my mundane day-to-day with you, because I feel like maybe for a lot of you guys it's not mundane. So yeah, before you forget, please leave a comment down below for that, because that will really help me determine the course of how frequently I make videos in the upcoming year. So yes, that was one thing I wanted to get off my chest. I'm wondering if you guys are interested in just sticking around with me on the day-to-day, at least throughout this next year. And on top of that, back to just what life is happening. Like, life is really happening. So Toriaizu, like, for now, I've decided not to drop out of school. And I did not make vlogs because literally this past 2 weeks has been the most tumultuous 2 weeks of like this last, I can't even say, actually, my life is quite turbulent here. Nothing goes smoothly. Nothing is smooth. I cry often. I have mental breakdowns most weeks. I'm usually, suffering from crippling overwhelm most days of the week. So, yeah, things are usually bad. I think from an overall, perspective. Nope, cut that. From like the close-up perspective, right? But if I zoom out and I remember that, wow, I live in Kyoto, like literally a dream. My dream has come true in that sense. Like, it's really not that bad, right? I'm still autonomous. I don't have any, severe handicaps, or, I'm physically able-bodied and well. I don't have any, diagnosed mental illness. Just the, mental illness may be brought about by chronic overwhelm. But, I'm able to live my life here. Right? To some extent. It's not perfect, but I'm here, and that's like incredible. So whenever I zoom out and I remember that, like, I wanted to be here for so long, and I'm finally here. Even though it's not really panning out the way I wanted, like, things aren't that bad. It's just when I get really granular on the day to day and I'm in my feelings about what's happening, because, stuff, as I mentioned, is turbulent in my life most of the time, then, I get caught up in, like, I don't even know what I'm talking about, y'all. Anyways, yeah, so I think what I was telling you, like, a minute and a half ago is that I'm not going to drop out of school. But because of that, I have a lot of decisions to make, and I have to figure out how I'm going to pay for my life starting literally in 10 days, 11 days, maybe 12 days. It's the 19th, and there's 31 days in March. So in 12 days, it'll be April 1st. Money is gone forever, right? MEXT money. And this is also a common road that MEXT scholars take. I say common, like people are just not graduating. Actually, I think it's more common than I thought it was. A PhD is real hard, y'all. I mean, a lot of people graduate on time, but plenty of people did not graduate on time. So, yeah, I'm trying not to beat myself up too much about that. I'm this close. I don't want to quit. I really want to just get this degree and get it over with and just close this chapter of my life. Because I feel like I may regret it if I gave up here. So, yeah, I decided not to do Kyugaku or like Taigaku, and I'm going to give it one more year, but because of that, I say one more year, y'all. The finish line is like ever moving. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to graduate. In any case, I've decided to give myself another year to see where we go. Hopefully graduate. And so with that, yeah, I'm trying to find a new part-time job. I'm trying to figure out, where my money is going to come from. How am I going to pay for tuition? I have to apply for the tuition waiver. Everyone thinks I'm not going to get it. I have to renew my visa. Obviously, that's not new, but this is the first time where I don't have the MEXT backing. Which we're not going to talk about right now, so we have to do that. There's just a whole lot going on. And yeah, every day has been too stressful for me to sit down and make a video, so I'm making this one just really quick to give you a very quick overview of what's happening. But if there's one area you're particularly interested in as well, I could, dedicate a video to that. But if not, I'm just going to continue doing these random updates about all the bajillion thoughts that are in my head. And yeah, just to do my best to put everything out there in terms of vlogging my life. But yeah, you guys are always welcome to, because it's hard for me to figure out what you guys might be interested in and figure out what you may want me to go deeper in. So if there's ever anything where you're like, yeah, that thing you just said at 1726, I want to hear more about that. Yeah, those comments are always welcome, because that helps me figure out, oh, that's an interesting topic. Potentially I should go deeper on that. But if you don't, I'm gonna continue to ramble in videos every week. So that's the plan. I hope this was not helpful to anybody. It's helpful to me. That's it. Now I'm going to, go to bed because it's midnight here. But I hope to see you guys again soon. I hope you are okay with me just doing these videos where I dump my thoughts for now, because that's all I'm capable of right now. But yeah, I've done a lot of stuff in the past couple weeks that I took so many videos of, and I would love to make beautiful vlogs for you one day. So my birthday is in March, right? My birthday is actually on Hinamatsuri, March 3rd. And so I went to tea with Christina. She took me a beautiful, like, tiny mansion in Kyoto we'd never seen before. My sister sent me a box full of things that I loved for my birthday. A coworker gave me a gorgeous card. I've been filming everything to show you guys one day, so hopefully you guys will be interested in those when I do make them. But yeah, March has been a very eventful month. What else did I have to do? Oh, MEXT also sent this survey you have to fill out if you're like when your scholarship ends, they need all this information from you. That deadline was also, I think, on Monday, so today's Wednesday. I had to fill that out by March 17th. So, yeah, MEX needs to gather a lot of information about their scholars during the process and like after the process. And I think this happened when every time you go up a level as well, you extend your MEX scholarship. I think they send you these kind of surveys as well because they want to know where you're going to be when you move back, where you're moving back to, or if you're staying, where are you living. Like, it's not too much, but every now and then they send those things. So, yeah, I did have to turn that in as well this week since the scholarship's ending. So, that's all for now. I hope to see you guys soon in another video. Once again, I hope you can forgive the chaos. This is not an exciting YouTube, like, oh, I'm living in Japan, like, blog. That's not going to be happening anytime soon. But yeah, I hope you can forgive me and you're willing to stick with me for the long haul, because that is a dream of mine. I would love to become one of those Japanese vloggers, those J-vloggers one day. And when I do, y'all direct me back to this video so I can clip this part and put it in my video 5 years from now when I've got 100,000 subscribers and I'm renovating houses in Kyoto like Sunday. Yeah, that day will come for me one day maybe. But until then, thanks for watching, guys, and subscribing to my channel. We've grown a lot. We're at over 400 subscribers now, which is very exciting. Thanks for finding me, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this journey on this channel. So, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. See you later! Mata ne! Bye!